was a sunny day anyway. So why should we complain? It was a sunny day anyway. So why should we complain?
Hey everybody, welcome back to I'm already tapping on the mic. Welcome back to the Thunder and Lightning Podcast, episode 4, I believe.
Sure.
For week of March 30th. I'm so tired. I'm going to be completely transparent. I've been at PAX East all weekend. I'm very tired. My name is Thunder, otherwise known as Anthony. and
I'm Lightning.
That's Lightning. He's always been Chris. Do I even talk about the fact that we don't have a guest and we're never going to have a guest?
We will eventually.
No, we will eventually.
We got to figure that out.
Yeah.
You got a mic situation.
Yeah. I am going to talk all about PAX East, but first, let's talk about Ratchet and Clank.
Okay.
How are you liking it?
It was a lot of fun. We made a lot of aliens and robots dance.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. When I was editing it, I forgot about that. We got the dance gun, and I was like, oh yeah, most of this playthrough, we we make things dance.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. We should thank
I'm gonna do that later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that when I talk about PAX. But yes, definitely. If I forget for some reason, definitely remind me. But yeah, I love Ratchet and Clank, as I think I said a bunch of times in the videos. This week on Earthbound, we got our ass handed to us.
Yeah, we did.
And I have to do some leveling up in that game. We did not get a copyright claim for all the Eiffel 65 I used, which was
Which
cool.
is impressive.
Impressive, yes. I mean,
I
it was like a MIDI version, so
Yeah.
I feel like it's not, And it was very quiet, and we were talking over it because I tried to make it equal to the background music.
That was funny though.
No, it was
That you got that in there.
It was fun too, and it was when I forgot about that, and when I was watching the video and editing, I was like, oh yeah, I have to do that, and it one wasn't hard, and two, it didn't happen as many times as I thought. It was only like 5 or 6 fights.
Yeah. Except when I make you do it right now.
Okay, we will see. I have to edit this tonight, and I'm, as I said, very, very tired. So we'll see. Maybe it's been going this whole time. But yeah, and then what goes up tomorrow? Pokemon? Nope. No, not that. What goes up tomorrow?
I don't know. Hey man, I don't edit these things. I just play them. And you put them up whenever you fancy. And that's none of my business. I guess it is my business.
Yeah, Part 1 of Pokemon Stadium goes up tomorrow.
Oh, cool. That's going to be super fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it was or today actually. Sorry. Today it goes up when this podcast comes out. It is already up
Is it right now?
on Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah. We are like we
that's
said
right.
we would.
We are this isn't live.
No, this is not live. What if it was though? That'd be so weird. Someday. No, but people who are listening to this episode have already seen Pokemon Stadium.
Future Chris, when you're listening to this, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to listen to this. Anyways.
Wow, and then he didn't give the message. Yeah, Pokemon Stadium. Only talk about the first 40 minutes of it. But yeah.
Me? Right
if
now?
we're going to talk about it. If we are. We don't have to.
I don't remember what we did in the first 40 minutes. I know how it ends.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that's pretty hype.
If you haven't watched Pokemon Stadium yet, it ended up being a 2-parter. And I think it came out really good. At least the first part, because I haven't done the second part yet. But I had a lot of fun editing this week. I'm not going to say what the next game is because that's the point of the podcast, and we'll do that later. But a lot of fun editing it.
You mean the podcast we're doing right now?
What do you mean?
This is the podcast where we tell them what we're playing.
Yeah,
next
but
week.
at the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got to make them wait for it.
Yeah. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun editing recently. When I get the chance to. But
Speaking of Pokemon,
yeah, go for it.
we just got back from our Pokemon TCG tournament. Wow, our Pokemon TCG League's season championship tournament.
Yeah. Yes.
And I'm proud to say that I came in third, and that's all that matters. And I played really well.
And we're not going to talk about what place I came in?
No.
Oh, okay. So I shouldn't bring up the fact that I came in second place.
No.
Okay.
Cheated
Then
his
I
way
won't.
to the top.
Definitely won't talk about how I came in second place. But, that also won't talk about how I had to beat you to get to second place.
You know what? I didn't want the second place prize. So
Me either.
You know what? I took a dive. Okay.
No, you didn't. You specifically said like things to make me believe that you tried your hardest. No, but today was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just lots of good people, lots of joking around and playing Pokemon.
It's a good time.
We don't go to like a shop or whatever. We just run our own
Yeah.
tournaments like for funsies out of Chris's house. And
That's me.
today, the way we do it, we do like 7 regular matches and then like a grand finals. And today was that. And
Yeah.
Chris's cousin, who is on the 2nd episode of Almost Fancy,
Which will come out someday.
which will come out very soon, came in first, and I came in second.
Yeah. And I
Chris
came in third, and that's all that matters.
Right. At the end of the day, it's all that matters is that Chris Lightning from the popular web show Thunder Lightning Gaming came in 3rd place.
Yeah.
And that
Take that, everybody else.
I will allow you 1 lightning round.
Right now?
Yeah.
Do I make the noise?
No, I'll make the noise.
Okay, let's give a moment of silence.
Okay. And we're back. God, I hope I hope I paused for exactly as long as it needs.
You know
because
what?
that's what I was
Doesn't
trying
matter.
to do.
Can't you just cut up the audio?
And then I could cut this part, and people won't hear
Yeah.
this, so it'll look super impressive. Totally. Or I could just leave it all in because I can't stress enough how tired I am and how I'm probably just going to slap this on up to YouTube, credits or nah.
Yeah, however you want. I don't care.
Can I talk about PAX East?
Yeah, I'll sit on my phone for a bit.
Why do you insinuate that you don't want to?
No, it's not that I don't want to hear. I'm sitting back. I'm relaxing. I'm getting ready for what's to come.
It really sounds like I'm just going to ignore you in text, is what you
I'm
mean.
listening to you.
Okay.
Say your stuff. Say what you gotta say.
All right. Well, I was at PAX East all weekend. Well, not all weekend. Today's Saturday. It's still going on. I refuse to believe that Saturday exists because I've never been able to get a Saturday ticket, and no one I talked to was able to get a Saturday ticket. No one I talked to who wasn't a famous person was able to get a Saturday ticket. Saturday
Interesting.
tickets get sold out within minutes of them being up.
Maybe Saturday's just for the famous people who want to walk around.
Maybe. I would honestly, if that like big news story, Saturday's a scam, I would believe that wholeheartedly. I met like a bunch of people who were all like, "You going tomorrow?" I'm like, "No," and they're like, "Me neither." And it's like, I guess none of us are. I guess Saturday is just gonna be empty. Do you think it's all scalpers? Just like
Oh, probably.
just like Sunday is like I saw some guy like scalping, I guess that's what it's called, where you like buy tickets just to resell them. He had 8 Saturday tickets in each hand.
Wow.
And I was like, "You're the reason that there's no Saturday tickets." But no, I had a lot of fun. I met a bunch of great people. I'll get to that in a bit. I played a bunch of games. So I got to play Bloodstained Ritual of Night on PC. This game is being made by the guy who made Castlevania, and basically he doesn't work for Konami anymore, so he can't actually make a Castlevania game, so he's making a different game that's like, wink, wink, it's not really
Right.
Castlevania. I can't stress enough how much exactly what I wanted it to be. It was.
Yeah.
It was like so much fun. And the guy at the booth, he was like, I was like, "Do I have a time limit?" And he was like, "It's like 15 minutes, but some players have been able to get to the boss and beat it in 15 minutes, and I
Ooh.
did that,
Hey.
and I felt pretty cool.
Yay.
So that was cool. I got to talk to Inti Creates, the people who make Bloodstained Curse of Moon and Blaster Master, and more importantly, the new Blaster Master 2. And I got to talk to them about that. That was really cool. I have a Blaster Master. I know you know this, but I have a Blaster Master shirt that's like Blaster Master Zero, which is a new game for Switch, but it looks like an NES cartridge. And the dude selling the shirts had a Blaster Master 2 version. I was like, is that one being sold? And he was like, no, we just made a couple for us. I was like, I would buy that right now. So that was cool. I got to talk to the people who made Wonderling again. Wonderling is a game coming out this year, hopefully, and it's basically like an I don't want to say auto runner because it's like pretty chill, but it was like an auto movement like collectathon where all you can do is jump and your character just walks forward on his own. And the goal is like get to the end of the level but collect all the things, and each level has a hidden chest in the level. And the hidden chests are where the game really opens up because you can retry the level as many times as you want, even if you beat it. And when you get a chest, you get a cosmetic thing for your little dude, because otherwise your dude just looks like a little Goomba. But I was having a lot of fun, like beating the level, be like, okay, that's how you beat it. Let's start over and try to get the chest now. So that was fun. Those guys are awesome. I've talked to those guys a couple years ago, and just from then to now, the improvements they made on this like small game that I like can't wait for. It's being made by Retroid, the people who make Picto Party for the Wii U. They actually gave me the version of Picto Party we play is a free copy they gave me last year because they just gave me their game, which was cool. I got to play another game. It's called Bravery Network Online, and it was basically you take a team of like people into a turn-based match, and then from that point on, it's basically Pokemon. Like you have different stats and different moves, do different stuff, but you also have like a super meter, like a fighting game. So you charge up super meter, and you can spend it on a flourish or a parry. And a parry is basically you just block an attack, but a flourish is where the game really opens up because every attack has a flourish, and what it means is like, if you click flourish and then use an attack, you'll use the attack's ability and its flourish ability. So, like, some of them will be like, this attack does this much damage, but the flourish is before you attack, you'll raise your attack. Or something like that.
Wow.
Or, like, most of the flourishes were... Most of the flourishes were like, this will be a critical hit. And stuff like that. That game was so much fun. I played it twice. That game is not out yet. They don't have a release date for that. They just said wishlist it on Steam. I played this game. It was called Super Slime Arena.
Excellent.
And here's what it is. So basically it's Smash Brothers. It's a Smash Brothers style, like you and me and a bunch of other people are in an arena jumping around and stuff. But you all play slimes and you all have 15 lives. And basically if you get hit once, you lose. You lose one of your lives. But each time you die, you come back as a different slime, and each slime only has one ability. But there's two really crazy gimmicks to this game that like explode this game and make it so totally cool. One of them is you can have up to 50 people in a match.
Wow.
And the second one is this game is optimized for like 30 different controllers.
Really?
They had a DJ Hero controller. One of the turntables with buttons on it. They had a Guitar Hero thing. They had a Dreamcast fishing rod where you had to wind up the fishing rod part to do an attack. Wow. It was nuts. I played on a what was it called? I played on a Jaguar controller.
Wow.
They just had and they had them all there. I was like, this is crazy. Because,
I wonder if they're going to run into the thing Nintendo did when the Switch came out where it was like, oh, yeah, I guess you can use that controller, too. Didn't think about that.
I don't know about that, because, it's a PC game, so I'm assuming, you have to have the proper, ports in order to do this. But, as long as you have it, feel free to use that. Can you imagine tournaments for this game?
Oh, yeah. That'd be nuts.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. I'm trying to think of all the smaller games I played before I get to the bigger ones. I played a couple different hack and slash games. Oh, I played Cat Quest 2, a sequel to a game that I really love that I played last year at PAX.
Is it called Cat Quest?
Yes, it is. And they didn't change much. It's basically the same game again, except you have a buddy, and you can have a second player play with you. But if you don't have a second player, your buddy doesn't just follow behind you. You can like switch between them and like customize both, like the cat and the other one's a dog this time. So that was pretty cool. Can't wait for that. That one also didn't have a release date. It just said 2019. But I was really surprised because, like, obviously this game probably doesn't take as much as, like, you know, the bigger games to make. But, like, I just played Cat Quest last year at PAX, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't out by the time I, like, got to PAX. And this year they're already promoting the sequel, which was cool. So I played a game called Biomutant, made by THQ Nordic. You play as, like, a fox thing, and then it was basically like a adventure game, like a hack and slash adventure game, kind of like a Breath of the Wild or a Horizon Zero Dawn or something like that. But you play as like a little Rocket Raccoon guy, and you have a sword and a gun, but like each new area you went to, you like adapted in a weird way. It's kind of hard to explain, but like every enemy you killed would give you a new ability, and like I had one where I like turned into a bubble and I was like collecting people in my bubble. It's kind of hard to explain, but it was like really cool. I played the new Samurai Showdown game. Never played a Samurai Showdown game. I'm not even quite sure if they were originally fighting games, but this one was a fighting game. And I liked it so much I played it twice. I don't have anything really about it to say other than it was really cool and I really liked it, and it was a new fighting game coming out. It's being played at EVO this year, which is crazy because it like didn't even have a name until a couple days ago, but or weeks ago. But let's talk about Mortal Kombat because
Okay.
At first I was under the impression that the only people who had Mortal Kombat at PAX was Nintendo, and I was like, I'll wait at Nintendo's booth to play Mortal Kombat. So I did, and here's the thing, it ran great. It ran at 60 frames per second, which is the most important thing in a fighting game. Because, like, you want that fluidity, you want that, like, motion. You want to know that when you do a move, it's always going to do the same thing at the same speed every time you use the same move. So everything worked normal. It worked fine. It played great. It looked awful.
Oh,
it looked
really?
like a DS game, dude.
Interesting.
It was so, like I could barely tell what was going on half the time. It was just so,
Wow.
like, they had to downgrade the graphics so much to put it on Switch. And I'm, like, honestly kind of surprised.
Wow.
And then I found out PlayStation had it. So I was like, well, I've got to try their demo, too. You had to make an appointment, so I didn't get to play it until Friday. But I did make an appointment. Did not successfully get an appointment for Crash Team Racing, which I'm really bummed about. So I didn't get to play that, but like, I'm sure that game will be great. But not only did the Mortal Kombat 11 demo for PlayStation have more characters you could play, but it like was fine. Like it looked like a next gen game. Like I don't know, like a current gen game. Like it looked amazing. And like I don't like. Here's the thing. Fact of the matter is, I'm dunking on the Switch version, but like people who have a Switch and not a PC or PS4 or Xbox One, they're going to get to play the new Mortal Kombat. It's going to run perfectly fine. They're going to have the same exact experience as everyone, except it's going to look like dog shit. And we're over here like I can touch Scorpion's real face with my actual hand because it looks so good. But the game was very good, very fun. I really enjoyed it. I mean, there's NetherRealm did it again. They make some of my favorite fighting games. And this one's, I can't wait to get more into this one. They recently showed off, this is not something that happened at PAX, but they recently showed off Jax, Liu Kang, and Kung Lao. And I was kind of like, yeah, but these characters are always in it, and they're all different and all cool, and I can't wait to play each one of them. They were like, I just can't wait for this game.
Awesome.
So I'm really glad I got to play it. What else? I played Dragon Quest Builders 2. I had a lot of fun with that. Not much to say about that. It's basically the first one, but a little better. I think that's it. I didn't really play mini games because, or that many games. I didn't play as many as I could have because I spent a lot of my time meeting people. I met a bunch of YouTubers, and I'm going to run down them real quick. I met Simone from Polygon. I met Kung Fu Fruit Cup and Darkman47, who are two speedrunners from SGDQ. I met Gerard the Completionist and Alex from Super Beard Bros. I met Davis from the Warp Zone. I met Matt, formerly of Two Best Friends. I didn't get to meet Wooly. I met Holly Conrad, Pro Jared, Nate Wants to Battle, and I just looked up her name because I didn't know her. I feel so bad now. Anna Prozer, from, they were there with Dice Cameras Action. And then, last but not least, I met A+ Start, Beta 64, and She Says from Boundary Break. She Says from Boundary Break, sort of like an actual acquaintance of mine at this point. Like, we've talked enough on Twitter for me to feel comfortable calling him an acquaintance. He was like consistently, once again, like the coolest, nicest YouTuber I've ever met. Like, he's so humble. Like, I like that I was seeing him because She Says from Boundary Break, but like he also liked seeing me just because I was a fan, and like, you know, he put out the call on Twitter. I think I talked about this before. He put out the call on Twitter for Ghost Lion, a kind of rare NES game that I had, and I messaged him. I was like, you can just have it. So I gave it to him at PAX, and he was nice enough to give us a shout out on Twitter.
Yeah, that was super nice.
Our little Let's Play channel we got going on.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
I'm sure he won't hear this, but if he does, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I told you this yesterday. She says, I'm talking to you directly now, I guess. I told you this yesterday, but like, you did not have to do that. That was so nice. Thank you so much for doing that. It really meant a lot to us.
Yeah,
and,
very cool.
Like, that was so cool. Felt a lot of love this weekend. But yeah, I had a blast. I got a bunch of new dice, which is cool.
Yeah.
I was telling you, Limited Run Games does like a blind box. Like, you pay us $25 and you get one of our games. So I got 3 of them because I'm obsessed with video games. I spent like $500 this weekend.
Wow. That's kind of more than you spend at Comic-Con.
Yeah. I mean, some of that was food and an Uber twice.
Fair.
But like, most of it was, at least the majority of it was games and stuff. Because you don't have to pay for anything there. Once you pay for the ticket, you're good. Like, all the autograph signings, all the panels.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
cool.
That's all free. What you do have to pay for is if there's a exhibitor selling stuff, like a board game or something. Obviously, you have to buy that, and you have to buy food. And as anyone who goes to a convention knows, con food is like super expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I got a burrito bowl, and it was $11.
Wow.
And I was like, on my way to the burrito bowl, the one I really wanted, I saw mac and cheese with chili in it, and I was like, ooh, maybe I'll get that tomorrow. That was $12.
Wow.
So I didn't get that. I got just another burrito bowl.
It's so insane.
Yeah, because it's like a convention center. Like, that's all.
Yeah.
That's all that this building does is
Yeah.
hold conventions. So like, that's got to be their prices year round. Like, you know about this place. This is the same place that they hold.
I was
Comic-Con
gonna
at.
ask, is it the
It's
same
the same
place?
exact place. Yeah, yeah,
Wow. That's nuts.
yeah.
It's funny too because like obviously this would be extremely chaotic and I don't know if they do it or not, but they could hold like 4 conventions, huge conventions like Comic-Con at once.
Yeah.
They have so
Dude,
many rooms there.
PAX, like, if you asked me like how big is PAX, I'd say like it's gigantic, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you. There's so much to do. They only use about half that room.
Oh yeah.
The other half is tables that you can play board games at. They have like a big like mountain of board games that you can just take one and go play at a table, or if you can go to the tables just like chill out. And the whole place when Comic-Con is there, the whole back area where it's super lit and there's like a bunch of photo ops and autographs and stuff, that's all tables that you can just sit and play.
That's cool.
And the rest of it is PAX. And it's like the more you go down, the less video games it is. So like right when you walk in, it's like Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, and stuff like that. And then like along the walls is indie games, and then the farther back you go, you get into like ChessX was there, the people who make dice, and like Battleground was there, the people who like sell board games, and like it was just a bunch of board game stuff. And then the further down you go, it's like you come here to chill and play board games and stuff.
That's awesome.
I didn't know this, and I don't know if you knew this, and we've talked about this before. I just forgot about it. The names of the theaters in the Boston Convention and Exhibition Center are a fucking like riddle. They're like a Whataburger secret menu ass. Like the way it works is, if you're on level 0, the theater is named after an animal that's on the land. And if you're looking at a map, if you're in the bottom left, the animal starts with an A, and stuff like that. So like,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. So like, if you're on, level, if my memory serves me correctly, if you're on level 2, which is the one that's named after birds, you're in the top right, you go to the Condor Theater.
Wow.
But if you're in the bottom left, you're at the Albatross Theater. And like the fucked up thing, the thing that got me the most, some of them are named after bugs. And I was like, I get it. I know that arachnid is on the ground and dragonfly is in the sky, but like those aren't animals to me. Those are bugs. And the other fucked up thing, I followed PAX Lines on Twitter. You kind of got to if you go to PAX, because they update you on like, the Jacksepticeye panel is filling up. Get there quick. And it's actually really helpful. They kind of sucked in the past, but they've gotten really good at it. Before day one even started, I got a blip. It was like, here's a tip. And then it told us all about the like weird names.
Hey, real quick, can you do me a favor? Can I just really want to see.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
super anxiety with that.
I totally forgot about that. We're talking about our audio setup. Sorry
Yeah.
about that. Sorry if that happens again, you let me know right away.
Okay.
Super sorry
I've
about
been
that.
freaking out over here to myself. I just finally had enough. I finally broke.
No, but I got a message on my phone from Twitter, and it was like, here's a tip, and it was telling people on Twitter all about the names of the theaters like I just was telling you about. But there was a keynote speech, and I went to it, and I was like, I looked at my text, and I looked at my map, and I just like out loud to anyone who was listening, I was like, the theater I'm trying to get to is called Main Theater. What am I supposed to do with that? That doesn't fit your dumb bullshit. That is something I meant to talk about. Aaron Hansen, better known as Ego Raptor, the guy who did Poke Awesome and won half of Game Grumps and Starbomb,
Mm-hmm.
he did the keynote speech at PAX.
Oh, wow.
And for those of you who don't know, because I really didn't know this, as a keynote speaker, basically what you do is you talk about yourself and like your accomplishments and stuff, and then you talk about PAX. And it was really like cool. Like I really liked it. He didn't stick around to like hang out with people because he literally said he had to like move meetings around to do this, but he said that it was like important to him. And he talked about fear. He talked about how he asked his manager what he should talk about, and his manager, like without hesitation, was like, "You're not afraid of anything." And he was like, "Yeah, I am." And then he just like went through all the steps he went through in his head about how he's like does get afraid of things and stuff. And then he was basically like, "Hey, this weekend at PAX, don't have fear. Like, you know, if you want to see a famous person, go to them. If you want to, you know, demo a game, just walk up." And it was really cool. He's awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I forgot about. I guess that's it. I just had a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Probably the most fun I've had at PAX. And I say that every time. I just have more and more fun each time I go. This time I was really ready. Like I felt like I used like all my other like quote unquote like convention going skills at this one. Like I got up and the first thing I did was stretch because I knew I had to walk all day, which is something that my old friend Tyler told me. And like day 2 I was feeling super tired, so instead of reaching for like a soda, I grabbed a Gatorade and a Snickers because I knew that would wake me up. Lemon lime Gatorade, by the way, not that bad.
No,
Call me a freak, do it.
I like lemon lime Gatorade.
I've never had it. I was like, you know what? I'm feeling in the mood for lemon lime, and it didn't taste like Sprite like I thought it was gonna, but like it was good.
Yeah. No, it's different.
Yeah, because I always get fruit punch, and I was like really not in the mood for fruit punch. But yeah, I've officially locked down how to get to and from PAX. I take public.
That convention center?
Yeah,
Good, because we're gonna need that
yeah.
in a few months.
I take public transport in. I take the bus to the train, and then I take the train to South Station, and then I walk to BCEC, and then I take an Uber home because it's late at night and like
Did you
buses
really?
run a weird schedule. Yeah, I got 2 Ubers. Never done that before.
But you're like me though. You carry cash on you. You're a cash guy. They
yeah,
don't. How'd you do that?
you put in your credit card info.
You
I
don't.
just-
I know, as my friend,
yeah,
don't own a credit card.
I use my dad's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not 14. We're not 14. I promise. I noticed that in the twice
mean-
while editing. I was listening and me in the video was like, "Hey Chris," and you were like, "Yeah, what's up?" And I was like, "What is he about to say? Why did he like address Chris like that?" And I just go, "Do you want grilled cheese?"
Yeah,
'Cause my
I
mom's
know.
making grilled cheese, and I was like, they're gonna think I'm like a 15-year-old kid who like lives with his parents. I do live with my parents,
For the
but like,
record, yeah, we're college students
Yeah,
who live
yeah.
with our parents. I'm 24, and according to Anthony today, he's 26.
I thought I was 26 all month. I guess.
I mean, if people need to know our personal information, I'll get my social security card out if you want.
yeah, yeah, we could tell them our exact latitude and longitude, so they can come find us. No, please don't. Please, no, but I had a lot of fun. I found a couple video games that I've been looking for a long time. I think I talked about this on the last episode of the podcast. I finally locked down a copy of Pocket Bike Racers, the 3rd Burger King game. So my collection is complete.
His gauntlet is finished.
I have every Burger King game. I have Sneak King, I have Big Bumpin', and I have Pocket Bike
Woo!
Racers. And I'm here to confirm that they're
Wow.
all shitty.
Look at that wavelength. Have you played the bike one?
I have not. I can only assume it's super
What if it's
shitty.
awesome?
It's
And
got-
first of all, hold on. Let's backpedal here for a
Yeah.
second. Did you say you didn't like Sneak King?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. How many times do I have to tell
What are
you
you
that?
talking about? That's one
Here's
of my
the thing.
favorite games.
Here's the thing, because I know you're not joking. Here's the thing. There are shitty games, right? Sonic 06 is an easy target, perfect example of a shitty game. Every time
Didn't we play that?
we did once.
Oh, we didn't play it on here?
No, we
Okay.
played Sonic and the Secret Rings.
Oh, right.
Side note, no, we played it once with Chelsea. Remember?
Yeah.
Side note, Colby, my coworker, your friend, he was.
Think he's also going to be on an episode of something.
Yeah, not quite sure which one. I think maybe the last one we have recorded right now. But anyways, yeah, he'll show up on Almost Fancy. But the other day, he was watching an episode of Breaking Bad, in the office.
Good show.
And I heard a Sonic ring, like a ba-ding, ba-ding, and I was like, "Is that Sonic? Is someone playing Sonic in your TV show?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I took a look. It was fucking Sonic 06, the bad one.
Oh, yeah. Yes. No, I remember that. I remember the scene. I know the people in that scene.
They're
in that
playing
episode of
two-player
Breaking
Sonic
Bad.
06, which is a thing, but like, why? I guess that's just the game that came out at the time, and they wanted to do a brand
Maybe.
deal.
They probably got, honest to God, they probably got whatever game would be the cheapest for them to put in
Nobody
their show.
who produces television or movies knows anything
No.
about video games.
No. I remember when I was a kid watching Drake and Josh, and
The Game Sphere.
yes,
Is that what you're gonna talk about?
I think so. And they used N64 controllers, and it screwed with
yes,
me
because
super
obviously
hard.
Game Sphere is a joke on GameCube, but then they
Mm.
use N64
Mm.
controllers. I do remember that.
And I was just like, what?
In the notoriously Michael Barrity of Belated Media, another YouTube channel, he, as a kid, was in the movie Charlie's Angels, the remake with Drew Barrymore and
Oh, okay,
Lucy Liu
yeah.
and Cameron Diaz, and he's in a brief scene where him and his friend are playing a video game, and the video game they're playing is Final Fantasy VIII, but they both have a controller. Final Fantasy VIII is a single-player, like, 70-hour RPG.
Wow.
like all the Final Fantasies
Yeah.
are. It's just like, get it right once. Anyways, that's not what I was talking about at all. There's games like Sonic 06 that are easy targets to be like, that's a bad game, and every time I play it, even to like shit on it, I have a horrible time. Sneak King is different. Sneak King's a bad game, but I love playing it. Not just this definitely helps, but not just because you love playing it and I like seeing you have a fun time with the game because you're my friend and I care about you, but it's just it's it's a fun time, but I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not a shitty game. It's a very shitty game.
I don't
And,
know
like-
about that.
Like if we play Sneak King for even 30 minutes and you go home and it's my turn to just chill, I'm not gonna play Sneak King still. I'm gonna move to a good game.
I owned an Xbox.
I have limited hours on this earth, and I'm not gonna spend them seriously considering playing Sneak King.
Listen, pal,
Yes, that's me.
if I die
Oh,
without 100%ing Sneak
no.
King,
You will. I promise you will.
I've failed in life.
I'm gonna fucking link you the completionist episode of Sneak King so you can listen to him like shit on this game profusely at how long it took him to beat it.
Well, hey, listen, I'm going to be honest right now
Yeah.
with the people at home
Oh.
and with you, my friend Anthony.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've
Are
already
you
heard
finally
this
gonna
story.
admit to hating Sneak King?
No, what? No.
Oh.
What are you talking about? Top 5, baby. Anyways,
Oh, I don't know if you're joking or not anymore. That's the great part about it.
you'll never know either.
Yeah.
'Cause here's the thing. If you're like, Chris, do you want to play Sneak King? It's always going to be yes. And I'm always going to at least look like I'm having fun. You'll
Yeah.
never know if it's
No,
genuine or not.
I never. See, you may or may not die without beating Sneak King, but I will die never knowing if you like it or not.
Yeah.
Like whoever dies first, I'm just gonna be like, tell me, please, did you like it or not? You're like, I'll never.
I'll never.
Like, not only
tell.
did you die before you got to tell me, you died before you got a chance to tell me that you're not gonna tell me.
No, but I'm going to be honest. You already heard this story.
Yeah.
If anybody who doesn't know what rum chata is,
Oh my god.
it's rum in horchata or ocha. Oh, how did she say it?
I don't know.
Horchata. I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's not pronounced horchata.
Okay, but there's
Um,
two primary
There's
ingredients.
two primary ingredients: rum, which is delicious. Horchata, I can only assume is delicious on its own. And horchata
is-
is like a rice milk, I
Yeah.
guess.
They
It's
can
a-
make milk out of rice.
Yeah. And they put them together. It makes this delicious. There's also cinnamon in there somewhere.
Okay.
And it makes this delicious drink called rum chata. I didn't know you were supposed to refrigerate it. I've had this rum chata for like 3 months.
You drank some this
I
morning.
opened
right?
it last night. I don't drink rum at 9 in the morning.
I
Anthony.
thought you said
Last
sorry.
night, last
I
night.
only heard half this story. I was playing Pokemon.
Last night I opened it and I had some, and here's the thing. It tasted a little funky. Didn't taste bad. Did not taste bad.
This is an outrage.
And I started to notice something was wrong when I was chewing my rum chata. And you're probably not supposed to be chewing
It's
this
milk.
liquid. Yeah, it went bad.
It's milk.
and
Obviously
I'm
it
gonna
went
be
bad.
I'm gonna be honest. It's hitting me.
I was gonna say,
it's hitting
is
me
that why
pretty
you're
hard
bringing it
right
up? Are you
now.
having adverse side effects?
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
just
know
it's coming. I knew the
you
second
drank that much.
No, I had
Oh.
a sip, Anthony, and then second sip got in my mouth, and I was like, that feels like solid. Feels like somebody like blew snot into my
Oh,
from
gross! Why do you
chata.
have to say that about it? That was disgusting.
It was. I lived through it. It was awful. And then I spit it right out.
Sure,
In the rest of it,
but not the first sip. That's
No.
already gone.
That's blowing up my stomach right now.
well.
I
got-
just,
you got 20 minutes.
I've never
left.
puked in my life.
You
fun
keep
fact.
saying that.
Today might be the day,
Oh no!
but we'll see.
Wait, seriously?
No.
Oh.
We'll see.
He just looked at me
Just-
like he just looked at me like, are you
you-
fucking kidding
you
me?
could-
Of course not.
You couldn't just let me have a good radio moment. Have the people on the edge of their seat.
Well, no, I was genuinely curious. I was
No,
like,
I
is it
mean-
going to happen in my house? He's going to puke someday.
There's
It's
gonna be a
just-
plaque.
where it happened.
No, I mean, it's not feeling too solid right now. We'll see. Only time will tell.
The only thing solid about that was the milk.
Oh my god! Wow. Good. Wow.
So,
So that was your week.
well, one more thing. Because I was talking about games I found. I found, if anyone's a hardcore old game collector, I found Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle 1. I've had 2 since I was a kid, but I found 1.
Nice.
And I found Tiny Toon Adventures 2, Montana's Movie Madness or whatever it's called. that is a game I only bought because of the music. I love the music in that game, and I had to play it. But there is a game that, like, I have a list of games that I'm like, this is the list that I bring to cons because this is the only place I will find these games. After 6 years, literally 6 years of knowing about this game's existence, I finally found it. It's called Astro Boy Omega Factor.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
It's for Game Boy Advance. I saw a Let's Play of it, and I was like, I've got to play that. So what happened is I looked it up. I was like, how much? And it was going for like 200. And I was
Wow.
like, damn. So I was like, I hate doing this, but I guess I'll emulate it. So I got an emulation of it. I played it on my computer. I beat the whole thing. I really liked it, and I was like, that was incredible. I'm never playing that again until I find it on cartridge. And I've done that. I found it. And dude, $10.
What?
Yes.
The same game that's going for 200.
It was going for 200.
What
I've seen it-
happened?
I don't think the guy knew what he had, honestly.
Wow.
I've seen it go for 70. I've seen it go for 100,
So
150.
you got a deal. So it's not that the value of the game dropped. You got a heavy deal.
No, I think
That's
I
awesome.
think I scummed this guy.
It
I
sounds
think-
like, honest to God, I feel like going to PAX next year simply because of like, we go to Comic-Con, I feel like we get a little screwed at Comic-Con. Every single item you've told me about at this place, it's been a deal. Wow. Bringing it up a notch on that rum chata stomach.
Oh my god.
Mid-sentence. Wow. I'm going to sit back for a second.
Okay. No, I did have a everything I bought, I was like, cuz I found I literally, this is funny cuz PAX is so crowded like Comic-Con is. You don't have to respond. You can just sit back if you want.
No, just 1 sec.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. It's very crowded. So you are like touching other people. It's so crowded. And I was like, oh, so something weird that I've noticed is that Boston Comic-Con is riddled with video game
Yeah, it is.
what do you-
Paraphernalia?
not paraphernalia, but video game, like people selling video games.
Yeah.
Merchants, thank you. Video game merchants. PAX not so much. There's like 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's weird to me.
So I saw one, and I always check all of them out because I have a list on my phone of games that I want to buy. But like Astro Boy Omega Factor, I don't have to look at the list for that. I'm always like, go to the Game Boy Advance games first. And I saw it. It was right there on the table. Like I didn't even have to look for it. And I went, and 3 people turned around, and I was like, sorry. And I found it, and I picked it up, and in my head I was like, okay, I'll pay $50 for this. Like,
No more.
I think 60 is too much for me to spend on a like 13-year-old Game Boy Advance game, and I flipped it over, and it said $10. I was
That's
like,
insane.
are you kidding me?
That's the best feeling.
So I bought it, I walked away, and then I was like, no, and I went back, and I was like, dude, I just have to tell you, I've been looking for this game for 6 years, and I finally found it, and like you had it, and like, thank you so much. And I don't think he quite understood like what I was saying, because it was probably loud, and he didn't expect someone to say that, but like he said something to the effect of, he like tried to finish my sentence, and he said something to the effect of like, oh, there's a bunch of them, but I'm the cheapest one, right? And I was like, yeah, no shit, you're the cheapest one. I think I just scammed you out of like $40 or $50.
Jesus.
But I got it, and I'm so happy. It's a Game Boy Advance game, so we'll need a Game Boy player to do this. But like day one of us being able to let's play this game, we're doing it.
Sure.
Like I don't care what's up next. I don't care like what
Sure,
we have
whatever.
planned. Because I couldn't remember. Here's the game, just real quick. It's a beat 'em up made by Treasure, the people who made Gunstar Heroes. And it's level based, obviously, but there's also characters that you can meet, and every time you meet a character, you make a quote-unquote bond with them, and that's how you level up. Each character you meet, you get a level up point, and you can put it into like different stats. But all the characters are characters from other Osamu Tezuka shit, the guy who made Astro Boy. It's not just Astro Boy characters, it's all his characters.
Oh, that's
Phoenix,
cool.
Blackjack, Atlas, all of them. And I, as I was playing the game, because I've been playing it for the past couple days, I was like, oh my god, I'm remembering something. This is my favorite Astro Boy story. like
Oh.
the story from this game. I've read a lot of Astro Boy. I genuinely have. I've read maybe like 400 pages of Astro Boy at this point. And I didn't remember that my favorite storyline was this video game.
That's
so
awesome.
I can't wait to play with you. I can't wait to play with
Yeah.
on the channel. It's so fun. I tried to find a Game Boy player because I found a video game. That's the thing you put on the bottom of the GameCube to let you play Game Boy Advance games on the TV.
Okay.
And I don't need one of these. I'm not sitting here like I really want to play Pokemon on the TV. But if we're gonna let's play Game Boy Advance games, we need that. So that's my mind set for it right now.
I'm sure we can find one.
No, we definitely will. But the problem is there's never a disc. You need the device and you need a startup disc to put in the GameCube.
Oh.
And nobody, right now in 2019, nobody sells them together. Even the guy, I found a video game shop that had weird video game accessories like that, and I was like, I've got to ask him.
the
And I
one
was
we
like,
go to?
No.
Okay.
And I was like, I got to ask the dude. And I was like, do you have a Game Boy player? He was like, I have one on the way, no disc. And I was like, well, he said it was coming tomorrow, as in today, as in I couldn't have gotten it anyways because I wasn't there today.
Right.
But he was literally like, I've got one coming tomorrow, but you got to find the disc. So I think I'm just going to have to, we or whatever, we're going to have to pony up money to just buy the disc and the thing separately. Because, like, if you go on Amazon, there's literally, like, I don't know how people keep losing the disc. There's, like, 100 listings for, like, new Game Boy player. Not new. I don't know why I said new. It's, like, Game Boy player, no disc. And, like, so I think it's just going to have to be, like, a thing where I buy the thing and then I wait and then I buy the disc separately. Because, like, it's gotten like rare within its own continuity at this point where it's like if you want the Game Boy player it's like $30 to $60, but if you want the disc it's like $20 to $40, but if you want both of them it's $150.
Yeah,
And it's like,
yeah.
well, I do want both, but I'll just buy them separately,
Right.
I guess.
Right.
So I think I'm just gonna have to pony up and do that, but because there's a couple games I would love to let's play, but they're on handheld devices, and I believe the Game Boy player can play not just Game Boy Advance, but other ones too. Because there's also the Game Boy player for Super Nintendo, the one that you're.
Well, that's. Oh, sorry. It just keeps going.
That's fine.
That was At first, I was like, we have one of those in this room right now.
No,
but
so
I know
that's
what you're
for
talking
Super
about. Yeah.
Nintendo, and it's only for Game Boy games, not even Game Boy Color.
We currently have a Pokemon TCG, the video game,
Yeah.
game going on.
Oh yeah,
right now.
we do. That's right. We haven't done that in so long. That was fun because you and I were playing it on the TV, and then I was like, all right, when you're gone, I'm gonna level up. I think there's leveling up in that game. While you're gone, I'm gonna level up, make our cards better. And I was doing it laying in bed because it's a handheld game.
Yeah,
It was just, It was just like, not since the Nintendo Switch have I felt this cool. But yeah, lots of fun. Sorry. Lots of fun.
That was mid-sentence. Like there's a solid 10 seconds now of dead air. It's not my fault. You were mid-sentence, buddy.
And I wasn't
gonna cut you off.
I just looked away. And, yeah.
He just turned to the computer screen, just stared at the audio line that's now going dead, and he's just like, "Oh yeah,
It was
I
one
should
of those-
probably be talking."
It was one of those moments where I looked to the left as if to ask the person next to
Yeah.
me what to do next, but there was no person there. Instead, I was met with the audio wavelength, and it was blank, and I was like, "How do I fix that?" Yeah, that was PAX. I had a lot of fun. You should come with me next year, dude.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully I won't be in school, so it's definitely a possibility.
I said, fuck that.
Yeah, you did.
I said,
Yeah, you
I
did.
have school that day? What if I didn't?
But what if I didn't though?
What if I played Mortal Kombat instead? Nintendo did it weird this year. Usually Nintendo's thing is you wait in line and then you're in the Nintendo space and you get to play 3. That's how it usually works. But this time there was a line for Yoshi, and then there was a line for other things. Like there was a Bloodstained slash Mortal Kombat line, and you could wait in one line, but if you were there for Mortal Kombat and everyone in front of you was there for Bloodstained, you just got to cut them and go play Mortal Kombat. It was really weird setup. But yeah, lots of fun. Met a lot of people. A lot of great, cool YouTubers. Yeah.
Cool.
And I had a lot of fun. I got to visit Troll and Toad.
Yeah, you
which
had to
is
look at the bag for that.
Which is a a online site that I'm sure people know about for like buying primarily cards for cards games, but they also have like HeroClix pieces and stuff like that.
Did they? I meant to ask you. Did they have any of those?
They did. They had a very select few. They had one that was really cool. It was Thor. I love Marvel comic Thor HeroClix.
As he stares at his
Yeah.
ones
There was one where
on
he was.
display.
This won't do good for audio, but there was one where Thor was throwing the hammer like this. Like it looked like he had just thrown it, and the hammer was like there. Like
Yeah.
it was $60 though.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's insane.
But yeah, they had two cases, a Marvel one and a DC one, which is hilarious because there's definitely like, there's not just superhero HeroClix. There's
Oh,
a
no.
bunch of different things.
Yeah,
But they know what people want. I was hoping for a bin. Remember that bin we found?
that bin was amazing. We
Wait,
got so
Chris
much
and
stuff
I-
out of it.
Chris and I at Comic-Con found like, we went to a guy who had HeroClix and we were like, oh man, these are all expensive. And he was like, I have a bin of like dollar ones. And I was
Yeah.
like, what? And I found like, 12 HeroClix.
Yeah, we
and
found almost all the Ninja Turtles.
Yes, that's right. We didn't buy those ones, or did you?
No, we were gonna if we could find all 4 of them, but we couldn't.
Oh, that's right. Which one? We couldn't find our
I
favorite
wanna
one.
say-
We couldn't find Raph, right?
Was it Raph or Leo?
I'm pretty sure the whole reason we didn't buy the other 3 is because we couldn't find Raph. We
Oh,
were like,
you
well, if
know-
Raph's not here,
you-
we're not gonna.
Yeah, you
buy
know what?
him.
That sounds like you and me. I wouldn't put it past us.
Yeah, I remember now. We literally found Mikey, Leonardo, Donatello, Bebop, Rocksteady, Shredder, and Splinter, but no Raph.
What a couple of a-holes. Like, that wasn't enough. We could have gone on Trolling Toad and bought Raph. But we
Yeah.
were like, you don't have Raph, well, forget it.
Hey, we're different people now. I guess not really. We're not really different people at all.
What a couple of stubborn a-holes. Found every, like, the
We
whole
were like,
collection.
not good enough. We have talked about this on the podcast before. They finally made an announcement for Comic-Con. Zachary Levi is going to be there, best known for playing Chuck, probably, but he's also going to play Shazam in the new Shazam movie. So that's cool, I guess. Like, I'm probably not going to go see him, but, you know.
Yeah.
I just...
It's
They-
something.
They put out a tweet that was like, in 14 days, watch our Twitter because we're going to make a guest announcement. I thought they were going to announce like 10 or 11, but no, they just did the one. And like, I wouldn't be, as I said before, I wouldn't be complaining about this, but like, it's so late in the year. And I know you and I are not alone on this because on that post on Twitter, I replied and I was like, could you just do it already? Like, I plan my trip around like meeting guests.
Yeah, we both do.
And so do you. And I thought we were like, I always get self-conscious when I like put myself out there. So I thought maybe I was alone on that with you. But like 3 other people were like, yeah, I do this too. Could you just get on with the guest announcements? But it's good to know they're happening. We're obviously going to go, but you know, maybe we'll go one day. Maybe we'll go 2, depending on who's going. Something we talk about a lot on this podcast, Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario. I was talking with Alex from Super Beard Bros. He is so cool. Like, even though I'm a fan and not his friend, we talked for like a good 10 minutes.
That's awesome.
And I brought up Charles Martinet because I was talking to him about my phone. My phone recently, for those of you who don't know, destroyed itself and ate all my pictures. And one of them was of Alex from Beard Bros. So I was like, yeah, I've met you a couple times. I had like 2 pictures of you and me together, but my phone like deleted all my pictures. And he was like, oh, that sucks. I was like, yeah, I know. I also met Charles Martinet. I'm really bummed about that. And he was telling me about how he knows Charles Martinet. He's met him a couple times. Charles Martinet is completely and utterly homeless.
What?
Yeah. So what happened was, and this is, if I get anything wrong, I'm sorry. This is a secondhand story from Alex from the Beard Bros. But he basically told me that Charles Martinet lived in a house, and the owner of that house was like old and dying, and the owner of that house was like, Charles, thank you for being such a good tenant for like 22, 23 years. When I die, this house is yours. You can have it, Charles. Thank you so much. And then he died, and then the guy's family was like, no, fuck you, get out. So
Wow.
he was just like, okay, I'm going to explore the whole planet. And he just goes from, when he's not voicing Mario, which I can only assume is like a day or 2 job for each game, he's just like goes hiking in random countries. Like, he just spends his time exploring the world.
That's insane.
Yeah, he said that he
I'm
went,
glad it's by choice, though.
Yeah.
You kind of started that off. I was a little scared. I was going to send my boy Charles some money. We're best friends. I met him once.
No, he's super rich.
That's what I can only imagine. Unless he had the worst contract in the world.
Right.
The dude's the voice of the
Yeah.
biggest video
Unless he
game
signed
character
a contract
ever.
that's from Nintendo that said we're gonna pay you $20 right now and then never again,
Yeah.
and you're stuck with us for 100
Yeah.
years. No, but he like he,
No, you know what? I know that man's made more money than that because I handed him.
you handed him a 20 and a 10, and
Yeah.
you said, "Can I take your picture?" No, but he said that Alex said that he went on a nature hike with a bunch of people, and one of them was Charles Martinet. There's a video up on his girlfriend and co-host Kelly, her Twitter, of her sitting like on a nature trail with Charles Martinet, and she convinced him to do the voice we always joke about, the dragon from Skyrim.
No, he finally did it?
Yeah, yeah.
Did he remember he was in that game?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
But that was so like, because I had the same reaction you did. He was like, "Did you know he's homeless?" And I was like, "What?" Charles Martinet, voice of Mario,
Yeah.
the guy who's voiced the same character more than anyone
if there
else
was
in all
one
of video
person
games.
to be rich and successful out of
off of voice
Yeah.
acting, yeah, is the guy who does Mario from video games. And he was like, I was
the
like,
guy who did Video Game Man from video games.
yeah, yeah. Guy fucking voices the Mickey Mouse of video games, and he's fucking homeless. No, but I just think that's so cool. Alex and I both agreed on this when we were talking about it. Like, I wish that I had the wherewithal to be like, "You're kicking me out of my house? Well, fine. I won't buy a new one. I'll explore the world. Like, I need a place to come back to."
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like even a hotel is not good enough. Like, if I spent my weekend at a hotel, I would have had like even that much worse of a PAX. But the fact that I got to like come home each night was like,
He must have some form of residence. I mean, does the guy not get mail? Does he not?
Alex said that. Oh, I don't know about mail, but Alex said that literally, like, every time he goes to record Mario, he just stays at the Four Seasons.
Wow.
They like have a room for him. They're like, "Oh, welcome back, Charles."
Wow, that's crazy.
It's like he's like, from what I gathered from this conversation, he either like he has like a couple different hotels that he's just like, "That's my room in that hotel." And when he's not doing that, he's either voicing Mario or he's on a fucking hike somewhere. And I just think that's so rad.
yeah, that's
and, like,
insane.
After, I know we joke around about like being his best friend. I do that with a bunch of other people too. But like, we only met him for like less than 4 minutes. Doesn't that totally feel like the kind of thing that he would do?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you just said, I do not know this man on any personal level.
Right, yeah.
But based off of, knowing the kind of character he is, the kind of person he is, I've watched interviews with him. The basis of what I know about this man, I could absolutely see that being his life outside of his occupation.
Yeah. I just thought that was so cool. And I forgot to mention this, Alex from Beard Bros, since last time I played Wonderling, has been brought on as the writer for that game. So all the dialogue in that game is written by Alex from Beard Bros.
Oh, nice.
Which was cool. That was doubly cool because I was playing a video game that this happened when I played The Takeover with Matt from Two Best Friends as well. But it's just cool to like play a game and talk to the person who helped make it standing next to you, and they're also a famous YouTuber that you watch every day.
Yeah.
It was just, it was really, and the game was a blast. Like, first time I played this game, I was like, if I get to meet Gerard and Alex, I guess I'll play it. But this time I was like, I got to play that game again. It was really fun, and it was even better than I remember. So that was really cool. But yeah, we are at the end of the podcast. How's your stomach? How you doing?
It's all right.
Okay.
You were never going to ask me how my week went, were you?
Oh,
Never once
sorry.
did it enter your mind.
How was your week, Chris?
I don't know.
What is that?
It was all right.
Did you not have a good week?
No, I had a good week.
You want to talk about it, buddy?
Sure.
Okay.
How was
your week?
I've been watching Bob Ross a lot.
Oh,
I
really?
like Bob Ross. Yeah.
Cool. It's all on Netflix now, right?
Yeah.
So I've never watched Bob Ross,
He's
honestly and truly.
kind of becoming, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I've been watching Bob Ross for years.
Yeah.
Just like he's been on Netflix for a while. Before that, like, I don't know, I caught it here and there.
Yeah. Well, it aired on TV, right? His
yeah.
Shit? Yeah.
Yeah. I strive. I love that man
Mm-hmm.
and his attitude and the way he presents himself, and that's who I want to be in life.
Okay.
He's just so cool. He's very, I don't know. He's just so relaxing and just seems to always enjoy whatever he's doing. But I yell a lot
Yeah.
and get frustrated, so I'm working on it. I'm working to get to my Bob Ross level.
Yeah, you
He died the year I was born.
Oh, really?
I didn't realize it was that long ago.
Oh, damn. Yeah, dude, that is a common I thought he died recently.
My
like-
dad said that. I said, "Do you know when Bob Ross died?" He said, "Yeah, sometime last year." I was like, "It was." I already told people in this podcast my age. It was 1994.
Yeah. He was in the Vietnam War. Bob Ross.
Yeah. Do you know why he has the Obviously, you've never seen him. You know what kind of person.
No,
he is.
I've seen clips of him.
Yeah.
What I meant by I've never seen Bob Ross is I've never sat down and watched an episode of The Joy of Painting.
Right. He's a very relaxed guy.
Yeah.
He's
That's his whole thing.
Practically whispers. That's how he talks.
Yeah.
Do you know why that's his?
I think you told me
real-life
because of
persona?
the
Yeah, he was a drill sergeant,
yeah.
and he had to scream at people.
Yeah.
And when he was done, he said, "I never want to scream at another person in my life."
Imagine being a person he yelled at
Oh, I know.
in Vietnam.
Oh,
and then,
absolutely,
and
I
then,
know.
And then you watch his show, you're like, oh, I know him.
Yeah,
How's
he yelled
that?
at me. Now he has a perm.
Yeah.
Now he's painting
now
and
he
has a perm.
and he paints, and
he's
that's all he
whispering.
does. He's known for 3 things: perm, painting, and whisper talking.
One of the best parts about his show is there's a few points where he gets he has to do repetitive stuff on the painting,
Yeah.
and he'll just be like, "All right, so we're I'm gonna do a few of these bushes here. While I'm doing that, we're gonna show you all Peapod the squirrel. What he does in his spare time is he takes in wildlife animals, nurses them, and
Oh.
then brings them back into the wild.
Oh.
And it'll
And he
cut.
just like drops
the-
footage of that
yeah,
in his show.
yeah.
That's
He's
cool.
he's got Peapod in his shirt pocket, and they're just hanging out. And now I'm just watching this cute little animal. And then when I get back, there's an amazing painting.
Yeah.
The show's 100% give and 0 take, and I love it so much. I don't have to think. I can just sit
That's
down.
funny. There could have totally
listen
been
to
just
him.
a hard cut to like, all right, I painted the bushes, but instead that's great.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
And he's talking the whole time while he's painting. He's like, "Look at him there. Isn't he so cute?" And you can tell it's the same audio. He's still in the
Yeah,
room
yeah.
painting, and I'm sure he has a little screen where he's also watching Peapod as he's. I love him. I can predict what he's gonna say now.
Yeah, you
Like
watch that much
it's
of him.
it's pretty easy, but every now and then he throws me off, and I get nervous. I'm like, "Bob, you're the one person I can trust in life now. Don't don't do me dirty like that."
I know that it's on Netflix now, and I know that you don't really internet a whole lot, but the Twitch channel, they constantly do
yeah.
Bob Ross
Oh, I
streams.
think I don't know who I was with. I feel like when I was a kid, I feel like I caught a few here and there. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm making that up. I remember I've always liked Bob Ross, and in the last few years, because of the internet and Netflix and all that, I've had a resurgence of him, and
Yeah. I feel like
just really great.
I feel like the joy of painting is almost like something we lost to time. Like
Yeah,
if you were like, I love Bob Ross, but I haven't seen his shit since I was a kid because that no one archived it, I'd be like, yeah, I get that.
honestly,
But I'm really glad that they did.
I don't know
'cause it
what
sounds
channel
like-
it was on, but it looks like local community access show.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, like the camera's poor quality and
Yeah.
the mics are
Yeah.
yeah.
he
No, I think he just wanted to do a show on the
he
cheap.
loves beating the devil out of his brushes.
What?
That's
did
what
he
he
say?
says.
Oh, is that what he says?
He goes, "All right, we're going to wash the brush. We always wash it in a clear paint thinner, and we're going to take it out and we're just going to beat the devil out of it." And then he cracks himself up. And then he laughs about it for like 10 minutes. And then my other favorite one, it's on my guitar case. Is one of my favorite quotes by him. Whenever he's going to get a little extra with the colors, he goes, "Let's just get let's just get crazy. What the heck?
That, you know what? You saying those two things reminded me of John, our drummer. That
You know what's
sounds
funny?
Like, that's the one thing you just said where you're like, you know what? Let's just get crazy, but it's about painting and it's said in a whisper. That reminded me of John more than anything you've ever said.
My grandfather is taking drawing lessons from John right now.
Oh yeah.
And he says to me, he's like, I love that guy. He reminds me of Bob Ross.
That's
And I was
awesome.
like, I mean, yeah.
I mean, it probably
He's
doesn't help
awesome.
that he's literally teaching him how to paint.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But
I
yeah.
mean, didn't mean crazy. That's awesome.
No,
that's
let's-
crazy awesome.
Let's get crazy. What the heck?
Let's. That's probably why I said it. You almost segmented me perfectly, but you kept talking about Bob Ross.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. This week's game, we have
The Joy of
officially-
Painting by Bob Ross.
Yeah, we're just gonna put up those. No. We have officially decided we are done with Devil May Cry. That was an explosion noise from Chris. We might come back to it someday. Not
A
right
single
now.
person told us, hey, don't do those again. And we said, okay.
Yeah, that's what we said would happen.
Yeah,
one
I
person
mean-
said don't do it, so we're moving on to Simpsons Hit and Run.
Yeah, and in all seriousness, please let us know what you think in the comments.
Yeah, totally.
Please subscribe to the channel. We're getting a lot of views. We have no clue who they are. We're so very appreciative you're watching the show. And if you're not comfortable subscribing, that's fine. Please keep watching.
Yeah.
But if you are, please subscribe, and it'll help us out. And we'll just beat the devil out of it.
So this week is Simpsons Hit and Run. Chris is playing that one.
Yeah.
Will become incredibly immediately irrelevant. Know nothing about The Simpsons and have never played Simpsons Hit and Run. So Chris I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing it with you. I had a lot of fun editing it. That, as I allude to, that game is hard as shit.
Yeah, it is.
We struggled with it a little bit, but I think there are a good couple episodes. I hope you like it. Yeah, and with anything, let us know if you want us to keep doing it. I've got a lot of positive feedback about Spider-Man. We're going to do Spider-Man again. We promise.
Okay.
Soon. Again soon.
I'm also here. Okay, that sounds good to me.
I mean, if I can be completely transparent, it's this week is Simpsons Hit and Run. Next week is not Spider-Man, and then the week after that will probably be Spider-Man.
Okay.
But yeah, there's so Simpsons Hit and Run, and then more Earthbound, and then more Pokemon Stadium, because that ended up being a two-parter.
Sounds good to me.
So I hope you enjoy it. Our theme song, I forgot to do this last time.
Oh God, I gotta say something.
Oh, sure. Go for it.
Congratulations to the Koopa Kids for playing PAX East yesterday.
Yes.
That was fantastic. Good for you guys.
Yes. They were not in the main theater. They were at the MagFest Jam Space, which honestly is like more their vibe anyways. Can you imagine Ryan playing to like 1,000 people?
I could see him.
No, I didn't mean like they suck. They're good enough for that, but I feel like more his vibe is like clubs and like small groups and like people who just want to jam, as the Jam Space name implies. Our theme song for the Let's Play is an 8-bit cover of Sunny Day by Froggy and the Friendship. And our theme song for the podcast is the radio edit of Sunny Day by Froggy and the Friendship. They're a great band. As we always say, our friend Ryan is in it. You should check them out on SoundCloud. That's literally where I ripped the music from. They did their own 8-bit cover of their own song, which is pretty cool. And they're great people. That's our friend Ryan. He's also the reason Chris brought up the Koopa Kids was Ryan is in both bands. Ryan's in like 8 bands, but the one that I'm promoting is Froggy and the Friendship because they do our theme song, and they were gracious enough to let us do that. And that's a podcast. And we'll see you tomorrow for Simpsons Hit and Run. Hope you like it. See you guys.
Live life.